New Ghost reflects an evolved appreciation of luxury, one defined by minimalism and purity, but underpinned by great substance. Rolls-Royce's proprietary architecture allowed the design team to increase the width by 1.18 inch, subtly communicating presence. This is framed by sharp bowlines that intersect with an angular light signature, creating an assertive yet beautiful front end. In addition, New Ghost was given its own ethereal front-end character. This was achieved not by way of overt design, but with light. 20 LEDs underneath the top of the radiator grille subtly illuminate the vanes. During the development phase, early prototypes were over-effective, and the light reflecting from the polished uprights looked too striking. In the spirit of post-opulent aesthetics, the Marque's engineering team brushed the back of the metal grille bars, making them less reflective, subduing the effect and perfecting the restrained glow desired. The front of New Ghost is an exemplar of the design team's obsession with reduction. Owing to the hand-welded aluminium body structures, the main structure of the car appears as one fluid canvas, uninterrupted by shut lines, recalling the coach-built Silver Dawn and Silver Cloud. For the first time, the spirit of ecstasy is not surrounded by panel lines, but rather sits within her own lake of bonnet. In its most pared-back form, the Rolls-Royce architecture is based around 4 fixed points, one at each corner of the motor car. The movable aluminium bulkhead, floor, crossmembers and sill panels were positioned specifically to ensure New Ghost meets client expectations as a motor car that is equally enjoyable to drive as it is to be driven in. 2 of the cast suspension mounting assembles were pushed to the very front of New Ghost, placing its 6.75-liter V12 behind the front axle to achieve an optimum 50/50 weight distribution. To accommodate this without intruding on New Ghost's interior suite, its overall length has grown by 3.5 inch, compared to the first Goodwood Ghost, to 218 inch, and its overall width has grown by 1.18 inch to 77.8 inch. Significant changes were also made to the double-skin bulkhead and floor structure packaging. In its most pared-back form, the Rolls-Royce architecture is based around 4 fixed points, one at each corner of the motor car. The movable aluminium bulkhead, floor, crossmembers and sill panels were positioned specifically to ensure New Ghost meets client expectations as a motor car that is equally enjoyable to drive as it is to be driven in. 2 of the cast suspension mounting assembles were pushed to the very front of New Ghost, placing its 6.75-liter V12 behind the front axle to achieve an optimum 50/50 weight distribution. To accommodate this without intruding on New Ghost's interior suite, its overall length has grown by 3.5 inch, compared to the first Goodwood Ghost, to 218 inch, and its overall width has grown by 1.18 inch to 77.8 inch. Significant changes were also made to the double-skin bulkhead and floor structure packaging. The subtle near-square rear light graphic has become a tenet of contemporary Rolls-Royce design. It remains, but has been modernized with a slight forward tilt. Not surrounded by shut lines, it appears as if it is an island within the painted surface. For New Ghost, the Marque's bespoke collective of designers, engineers and craftspeople created illuminated fascia. A world-first innovation that subtly echoes the Starlight headliner, which has become as much a part of Rolls-Royce iconography as the Spirit of Ecstasy, Pantheon grille and double R monogram. Developed over the course of 2 years and more than 10,000 collective hours, this remarkable piece brings an ethereal glowing ghost nameplate, surrounded by more than 850 stars, into the interior suite of the motor car. Located on the passenger side of the dashboard, the constellation and wordmark are completely invisible when the interior lights are not in operation. A clear understanding of clients' changing luxury consumption patterns, and a broader view of emerging design movements informed the marque that the interior aesthetic should pursue the same minimalist principles as the exterior. Busy details and superficial embellishments were rejected, not only to create a more relaxing refuge, but to better celebrate the material substance and maximize the impact of bespoke color personalization. The leather used to create the interior suite of New Ghost is subject to the automotive industry's most exhaustive quality control checks to ensure that each of the 338 panels used, however visible, is of the very best quality. Further demonstrating the marque's competence in leathercraft, complex, busy stitchwork has been eschewed for scant, but incredibly long, and perfectly straight lines, again welcoming scrutiny from the marque's clients. Wood sets for New Ghost are available in an open-pore finish, bravely showcasing materials in their naked form. Indeed, 2 new finishes have been developed specifically for the motor car. The first is Obsidian Aes, inspired by the rich versatility of colors found in lava rock. The second is Dark Amber. This introduces subtle glamour to the interior suite by integrating veins of fine aluminium particles into the dark wood. As with the leather finishes, this material is left exposed as long single veneer leaves, bisected only by cold-to-the-touch real metal vents, through which MEPS filtered air reaches the cabin. New Ghost benefits from a new microenvironment purification system. Existing air filtration technology was further developed to incorporate a full suite of hardware and software improvements. Highly sensitive impurity detection sensors were introduced to detect ambient air quality, automatically switching fresh air intakes to recirculation mode if unacceptable levels of airborne contaminants are present. This channels all cabin air through a nanofloss filter, which is capable of removing nearly all ultra-fine particles from the Rolls-Royce's microenvironment in less than 2 minutes. New Ghost is perfect in its simplicity, but creating this pure and detoxifying environment was one of the greatest challenges in the marque's history. Indeed, New Ghost is the most technologically advanced motor car Rolls-Royce has ever produced. Further equipment includes LED and laser headlights with more than 656 yards of illuminated range, vision assist, including day and nighttime wildlife and pedestrian warning, alertness assistant, a 4-camera system with panoramic view, all-round visibility and helicopter view, active cruise control, collision warning, cross-traffic warning, lane departure and lane change warning, an industry-leading 7x3 high-resolution head-up display, Wi-Fi hotspot, self-park, and the very latest navigation and entertainment systems. Client feedback asking for near-instant torque and near-silent running led the marque to further develop the Rolls-Royce 6.75-liter twin-turbocharged V12 petrol engine. A bespoke Ghost engine map was created to ensure ample performance for this dynamic motor car, delivering 570 horsepower and 627 pounds-feet of torque to the all-wheel steer, all-wheel drivetrain. Commensurate with clients' expectations, maximum torque is available from just 1,600 rpm, only 600 rpm above tickover. To further refine its already remarkable acoustic properties, the air intake system incorporated larger porting to reduce engine presence in the interior suite. The Marque's hallmark magic carpet ride is evolved. For new Ghost, engineering specialists redesigned the motor car suspension completely to deliver what is called the planar suspension system. Named after a geometric plane, which is completely flat and level, the system is the result of 10 collective years of testing and development to create a sense of flight on land never before achieved by a motor car. Created through physical engineering developments as well as sophisticated scanning and software technology, it incorporates a world-first upper wishbone damper unit above the front suspension assembly, creating an even more stable and effortless ride. This works alongside the flagbearer system, which uses cameras to read the road ahead and prepare the suspension system for any changes in road surface, as well as the Marque's satellite-aided transmission. These technologies are managed as one through a bespoke planar software system. New Ghost can now anticipate and react to the most demanding road surfaces. The upper wishbone damper alone was the result of 5 collective years of road and bench testing. Reserved exclusively for Rolls-Royce, this technology further evolves the Marque's double wishbone magic carpet ride suspension system. The ethos of the Marque's founder, Sir Henry Royce, was take the best that exists and make it better, and in this spirit chassis specialists developed the upper wishbone damper to further improve the continuously variable, electronically controlled shock absorbers and the self-leveling high-volume air strut assemblies. It has never before been applied to a production motor car. The 5-link rear axle benefits from the same self-leveling high-volume air suspension technology, as well as rear wheel steering. Both axles are managed via the Marque's planar software. This also governs New Ghost's other chassis technologies, including the all-wheel drive, all-wheel steering, stability control and self-drying braking systems, to ensure the motor car is reacting as one to changes in surfaces or grip levels, while also maintaining a spirited dynamic personality. The planar software also manages information that requires New Ghost to proactively adapt to intrusions in the road ahead. The first of these technologies is the Marque's flagbearer system. Evocative of the men who were required by law to carry a red flag ahead of early motor cars, this technology consists of a stereo camera system integrated in the windscreen to see the road ahead, adjusting suspension proactively, rather than reactively up to 62 miles per hour. The second is Rolls-Royce's satellite-aided transmission system, which draws GPS data to pre-select the optimum gear for upcoming corners. The result is unprecedented levels of ride comfort and control for a motor car. UK deliveries of the all-new Rolls-Royce Ghost and Ghost Extended would in December 2020. Local pricing starts at £208,000 for the standard wheelbase model. In the United States, deliveries will start in early 2021, with the new Ghost carrying a starting MSRP of United States $332,500,